Hi, it's Jenny from Makeup Cleaning and Cats. So I just brushed my teeth, I just rinsed my face. I'm stalling so hard to go to the grocery store, and it's not even like a big grocery store pickup. So I need to get some bread for tomorrow's lunch, and I keep stalling to go. And I was thinking that my anxiety was getting a little bit better with the stores, and also just in general. I feel like when my anxiety is bad is when I get really nauseous. And because what was I gonna say? I was recording a first thing and I was talking about medication for nausea and stuff. It got me thinking about it. I feel like the only time that I get nauseous is with the migraine situation. Although, you know, sometimes anxiety does trigger migraines, but that's a whole other thing. Anyway, yeah, I just need to pick up a few things, but for some reason I'm like nervous and stalling and stuff. Even though, yeah, maybe I'm not getting nauseous, I still am having anxiety with career stuff and all that. So much so that I haven't even signed up for that certification exam, although I started studying for real yesterday. I feel like in the past I was passively studying, and now that I'm retaking notes, I'm like, okay, I feel like I for real am studying, you know? So, and then I keep checking to see if I've got an interview call, but then I haven't been applying to other jobs. With not having classes right now, I have extra time, but I want to do other things. I've also been, what is it called? Unsure about I also have, not necessarily anxious about posting or whatever, but I don't know. I guess I'm overthinking about what I should or shouldn't post. Like, I thought my purse video was kind of dumb. But I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna do it. And then I was editing it, and then my hands were hurting, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Anyway, whatever. I mostly finished it, so I'm just gonna post it because whatever. About the cleaning stuff, I don't know. I go back and forth about posting or not posting stuff, which I haven't, like, I'm not gonna clean this Friday because I'm gonna go help my sister prep for her party. But I was like, oh, if I like clean today, I'm not gonna be able to do everything. People are gonna be mad at me, and then I'm like, whatever. Anyway. So I might just not do anything, we'll see. And then I also have to drive people on Friday. I think my mom insinuated that I should drive my aunt to my sister's, and my sister's like 40 minutes out. I fucking hate driving, and it's like 2 freeway exits, and I haven't been there in a while, because usually she comes to us. But I was fine with it, you know. I would just take my time, do my thing. But now I might actually have to give someone a ride, and I don't want to, but you know, they don't know how to drive and they're here visiting. But I get nervous, you know? And the 2 exits, like the second exit is so bad, or no, the first exit is really bad. So like, just fake it till you make it. Maybe I'll just do that. I don't know. Should I make this into a vlog? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay. I'm just doing my everyday look on weekends for sound gigs. I've just been doing this and then adding purple eyeliner. Sometimes like a wing or whatever. Actually, you know what? I think one sound gig I did the purple liner / wing and then this. And then another time I did do one other darker eyeshadow, but I just did like one single one. That's it. That's like nothing, right? Anyway, so you probably can't really see anything. I do gotta say. Also, I think I watched too much YouTube. I think I watched too much YouTube yesterday. I need to calm the fuck down. Which, you know, I was still doing stuff. I was like crafting and doing all this stuff, and I did get a lot of stuff done yesterday, but not with applications. And I'm like, I just need to do that. Anyway, I want to finish this so bad. But then, like, sometimes I look at pictures and I'm like, oh, it does look pretty. Maybe it's fine that it's lasting me forever. Anyway. Also, I just got my period and I'm like, okay, I guess I understand why I'm breaking out, but also I'm like, I was doing so good. Anyway, I'm also like trying not to open the new serum I got, but I didn't need, okay? Because I already cut open this one. I'm almost done with it. I think maybe like 1 to 3 uses. And then I'm done with the other travel moisturizer. I have quite a lot of this, but I really like this, so it's fine. But anyway, so then I was gonna move on to this guy. Or because I'm using this on my forehead and then the other one all over my face. And this one I was gonna just use this and then use the serum, but I'm like, maybe it's okay if I use the serum, the new one. I don't know. But now I kind of do want to use the clean and clear on my cheeks because I don't know. And then I feel like my skin was doing better, but I think it might be the sulfur wash and not that azelaic acid thing, so we don't know. I also think a big reason is that I'm not leaning on my face like this or like this. If I want to lean, I kind of try to go like this instead of my face. And I think it probably has helped a lot. But now that I'm starting to study more seriously and stuff, and even like sound gigs, I feel like I want to do this, but then I try to do that. Anyway, I need to remember not to do that. Anyway, this is all over the place and I'm just complaining, but yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I just need shoes and socks and a grocery bag, and I just need to go. Okay. Okay, so this is everything that I got. So I got some ham and I got some croissants for my lunch tomorrow. I guess I'm officially over the bagel salmon thing. And then I got some ketchup. We have one from another brand and it sucks, so I just got this little guy. And I got the smallest branch too because I feel like it also expires on us kind of fast. And I probably should have checked the date. See, December 2026. Is it? It says 267. Okay, which 67, I have to say it. Anyway, then the ketchup. Okay, cool. April 2027. Okay, and then I also got this hazelnut coffee creamer. I feel like I usually end up not liking these type of creamers. I'm running low on the caramel syrup, so I decided to try this because usually you get the Starbucks hazelnut shaken espresso blah 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 one. So I got this one, and my husband also has a powdered one in hazelnut, but I don't use that one because it's like sugar-free and it tastes weird. So I guess we'll see how this one is. This one, these do go in the fridge. Well, this goes in the fridge. Maybe I should have gotten some milk too, but it's mostly full. We have one last one. Like, I feel kind of lame, but like I ended up parking far away and I didn't want my cart to not work, so I was like, let me just not get milk. But I guess like maybe next week I'll have to go to food co and make the big batch of groceries anyway, so it would force me to go to food co. Like I said, I was mega stalling to go to the store, and I thought I would feel better at the store, but because the parking lot was kind of full, and I don't know, I got nervous. I got nervous in the store too. But yeah, we're home. We're good. I guess I just wanted to comment that it's definitely easier to go to the store when it's not for me versus when it's for me. It's harder. Like if it's for my cat or my husband, it's kind of easier for me to force myself to go, or like a birthday party or whatever. It's definitely harder, but whatever, I did it. I printed out my resume. It's at 2 pages right now. I'm trying to get it to 1. So I'm gonna have my husband help me. I will maybe pay for the class, not the class, the exam, because I keep fucking putting it off. So yeah, this is gonna be a trying to push through the anxiety vlog now. So my husband did end up helping me with my resume, but just with the formatting, he just shrunk it down so that it would do 1 page and it fit. But we didn't really change much of the contents other than like maybe 1 or 2 lines. So yeah, I'm gonna review that at work and then swap it to Word to Adobe, because I don't know why when I did it on my computer it didn't work. Maybe because I don't have Adobe, right? But I feel like a PDF should still have margins that I did not pay for the class. I mean the exam. But I think I'm just gonna continue with my night routine and work out, shower, do my skincare, blue blue blue. I don't know if I'll take you with me because it's kind of weird. Also, I looked up the way to my sister's, and from my house maybe I can avoid that weird exit, because usually when I go to my sister's I would go after work, and I think I can avoid the shitty exit, so maybe it won't be too bad to drive with my aunt. Anyway, that's where I'm at. Okay, so this is my PT box. I also have these. I think this one is my favorite. I think I might need to buy a new one of these, and I broke this one. Also, there are spider webs here, but I left them in. Is that a bug that's alive? I think it's dead, but anyway, been pretty consistent with working out, but not with applications. But you know what, now that the resume is almost done, just once over, I think I can do applications now. Okay, I think the one after this is a dark blue. This one's actually pretty hard. I think it's the second to last one. So I mean, it's cool, right? I've gotten stronger. But oh yeah, I guess let me rant a little bit. You can't really see my face, but so I follow this project planner, and I think her name's Hannah Fox, and she was doing a workout thing from Chloe Ting, and I was like, let me try it. And so I did the warm-up video, and my wrists were pretty bad because I had surgery on this one. You can't really see the scar anymore, but anyway, I can't do a push-up, and a lot of the stuff was kind of like bracing yourself with your hands, and I couldn't fucking do it. So I would just do the planks like this, you know. But yeah, I haven't tried that warm-up again since like a week ago or 2. I don't even know how long. But yeah, because I guess she was saying that it was messing up her wrists, so I should have known. But anyway, it was still cool. Like, I actually felt pretty sore with that. So maybe I should try that today. Maybe. Okay. I am back from work. Today was my full day. So I usually skip eyeshadow, but because my bangs were doing this, I felt like I needed color, and the only colors I had were red and brown. So I put a little bit of red, and then it was too red, so then I put a little bit of brown, but it's still kind of a lot. Cat missed me, I guess. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I finished the resume. By the way, I guess backstory, I'm an intern for a surveying company, but I originally studied geology, so I want to get back on the geologist track, but chronic pain screwed me over. So anyway, what happened? Yeah, so there was like rumors about shuffling, retirement, and all that stuff. So I was getting kind of excited that there could be a, you know, I could get a promotion, you know what I mean? But it seems like they are going to shuffle people around, but like not within my teams, within like the bigger company and the other teams. So yeah, I don't know. There is one job that I'm kind of banking on, but also the other thing is that it seems like they might remove some of the jobs completely. I feel like I actually am pretty good at organizing and stuff, but I'm not the best at tech stuff. So I guess I will keep my eye out for that. And I also did study for the exam. Like I said, I still have not done the actual application or paid, you know, for it. My right hand, it actually kind of hurts a little bit from handwriting, so that kind of sucks. We had a staff meeting today. It was kind of the smaller group.
actually wasn't as nervous, you know, talking about the stuff I've been working on. So yeah, that's kind of how my day's going. I did do my night routine or whatever, but I just didn't record because yeah. All right, bye. Okay, so it is midnight. A different type of anxiety unlocked. So I went to go practice guitar with my cousin because I'm trying to teach him, and he wasn't coming home, and no, he wasn't responding to any of our messages, so we got super worried about him. Turns out he fell asleep on the massage chair at the gym, so I'm glad he's okay. But anyway, so we were working through that anxiety, kind of, my mom and I thinking like, oh, maybe it's just this, maybe it's just that, but then we would like escalate it. But you know, we were keeping each other company. We were texting everybody, did he go to your house? Did he go to your house? Anyway. Yeah, worst case scenario, we were thinking car accident. We were also thinking like ice bullshit stuff. But anyway, he was fine. So yeah, so we did not practice. I just worked out right now. Mostly walked out in my backyard, but I didn't do too much real PT, other than the little waffle thing. I feel less nervous about driving tomorrow to my sister's, but also my cat got really mad at me when oh my god, another. Anyway, Fatima got really mad at me and he scratched me a little bit when I grabbed him to come in. And then Moko, oh my god, that was a really bad slap. The gray tabby, he tried to leave, so he actually, oh my god, he tried to leave. I grabbed him from the fence, and he usually never goes in the fence, and now they're just like, I think Fatima was just in a bad mood. Moko usually doesn't fight back that hard, so I think maybe he's mad because I put him inside like maybe 20 minutes before Fatima. So anyway, cat drama, I guess. But yeah, I don't think he had his claws out. But he had his claws out for me, Fatima. The black cat. Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna watch them. Make sure they don't get into a serious fight. I'm gonna go shower and call it. Okay, so I'm getting ready to pick up my aunt to go to my sister's. I'm not as nervous. I'm just very sleepy right now. Anyway, I guess I didn't really explain it very well. So this is the only eyeshadow palette that I have in my bathroom. I keep the rest in my room, and I didn't want to go back to the room to wake up my husband. So anyway, I think I'm gonna swap this pink shade. I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. Maybe even wear this pink one. It's originally from an e.l.f. Palette. I guess a little Project Pan update. This is what my sunscreen is looking like. I have it like this because I'm planning on not cutting this. So whatever I can get out, I get out. But you know, if it's like, it's not spurting out air anymore, so maybe I still have a lot now. Because usually it's on its side in the drawer. Anyway, I'm not gonna cut this one because the plastic is a lot harder than like the squeezy tube stuff. I mean, that's a squeezy tube, but you get what I mean, right? This type of plastic is a lot easier to cut open, which I feel like one more use, but oh my gosh, I'm tired of it now. And now that I'm breaking out more, I'm like, okay, I guess it was not the solution. Again, it's probably just period things or whatever. I had used a multi-stick as an eyeshadow before, but I feel like I kept getting like my lid irritated. I wasn't sure if it was that, but I'm just not gonna risk it. I'll just continue using it as a cheap product. I mean, it's not breaking me out there anyway. Also, I just did a closet declutter, but my aunt gave me, a different aunt gave me
some dresses, and I forgot to try them on yesterday. I mean, they're actually really cute. Maybe I should just get rid of the other one that it's polyester and it's tied on the belly and blah blah. Just keep one of those. Because it's one of those like dresses that is like tight and then it's loose at the bottom. So anyway, I think I like one more than the other one. Oh, that was the other thing I want to tell you. This is my Haru Haru oil cleanser that I'm gonna declutter. I went to my parents and I saw that my brother's Round Labs oil cleanser was very low. So I was like, hey, do you want this oil cleanser? Because yeah. Anyway, he said yeah, but now I kind of forgot that I had told myself that I was gonna either use this on my body or hair because I opened this last summer. Besides just not liking oil cleansers, I wasn't sure if it was breaking me out. So I guess I'll let him know that I did open it last year. It was last summer and it's summer now, so. Yeah, because I think oh, actually maybe no. My friend gave it to me for my birthday, but I actually think it was after. It was a couple months after July, but still. Anyway, I'll let him know. After you use this and you use water, I feel like it does mostly remove the oil, but I'm not an oil cleanser girl. Like, I mostly got it because I thought it would help sebaceous filaments, and I feel like even when I was using it consistently, it didn't really help with that much anyway. So whatever. And then I started using it as to shave, and I haven't done that in a while. I can just use like a soap cleanser or something for that, or something else. Or actually, my husband has a face one. Yeah, I guess just need to make sure that I don't get it on my eye. It says 0 irritation, but I mean, I'm assuming it's for the face, right? Because guys shave their face. Oh my god, just kidding. I forgot about this guy. Still not done, but you know, I need to make some progress and use it. I mean, I don't know why I forgot about this, probably because I was talking to you. And now I'm like, should I do purple liner? This is getting like so tiny, but it's a definitely repurchase, so I feel like it wouldn't be such a fun empty, you know? I'm just gonna skip the wing today. I thought it was a pretty common knowledge that you can remove these marks with alcohol. But I guess like I realized that I learned that in my environmental scientist job because we had to label bottles, and if we messed up, we would remove it with alcohol. So anyway, if you Project Pan and use Sharpie, that's how you remove the lines. So I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna show you because yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go do that before taking this to my parents. Okay, bye. All right, so I'm ready to go. Success. I'm gonna take this to let them borrow it. And I was gonna do a little card and everything, but I just don't have time. So I'm just gonna leave and then I'll just bring that card to the actual party tomorrow. Okay, bye. Okay, he just broke my thing. Okay, so I'm back. I just showered. My nails got messed up, but I just don't have time to redo them before the party. And also whatever. The traffic wasn't bad to the place. I did almost miss an exit, and I should have just waited, but anyway, that was fine. And then on the way back was the shitty exit, and it was like 3 or 4 times that I had to like keep exiting it, but I didn't miss any exits. The only thing is that it was starting to get dark, so it's kind of hard to see with, you know, glasses and stuff. We made it home. We got some progress done with the party arrangements, but not everything. But you know, we had to leave. My feet hurt. That's not even part of like my chronic pain that I deal with, but looking forward to this peppermint thing as part of my nighttime routine. Finished this, and I don't know if I'm gonna focus on this or if I'm gonna allow myself to open the new serum, but I'm gonna try and just use this, and then we'll see. Yeah, my palms were definitely sweating and stuff, but we did it. Next on my agenda, anxiety wise, is sign up for the exam, apply to at least one job, and then I think that's when I'm gonna end the video.
trying to push myself. Which I feel like, I guess I've also been kind of pushing myself with anxiety stuff with the sound gig stuff, because I a lot of times have to sit by myself, but with people at parties that I don't freaking know, or restaurants and stuff. And even though I'm like messing around with the iPad, I still feel kind of lonely sometimes and just awkward sometimes. But yeah, this weekend, since we have family stuff, we're not really doing that this weekend. So yeah, so I have been doing that. I do need to do probably another grocery run next week, so maybe I'll keep it going. We'll see. Anyway, that's it. Worn down makeup of the day. I'm like sweaty and shit. Okay, anxiety thing that I overcame. I finally sent someone an ultimatum in my YouTube comments. I don't know if YouTube deleted my comment or if this person deleted their comment, but yeah, so I'm gonna block this person if it happens again. So yeah, it's like sometimes I kind of do wish somebody would defend me in the comments, but you know, whatever. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, this person tried to guilt trip me back. I just decided to hide their comments and all future comments. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, which like I was gearing up to do a clean video, but now I just have a sour taste in my mouth and I kind of just don't even want to fucking do that. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so not really gonna show you guys the progress, but just wanted to show you what I'm gonna do. This guy and this guy live in my bathroom, and I feel like I have tried wearing this sometimes, and sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't, but most of the time I don't. And every time that I'm like, I should reach for this, I'm like, ah. So I think I'm just gonna declutter this. This is a Franken one. My plan is to move this one over here and then try to fix this a little bit more. I also have thought about moving this into some little pans to see if it would be better, and possibly maybe saving some of this, but I might not. And then I'm gonna put these three here, and then I'm gonna put the next one I want to use, which is this one, has always been on chopping block. So I'm not a huge orange person. However, yesterday I wore this one, and it's supposed to be peach, but it kind of looked more orangey to me, and I really liked it. So I don't know, so we'll see. So I'm gonna do that, and yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, I ended up leaving it. Apparently I never took this out, and I don't feel like dealing with stuff, so I'm just gonna leave it. Either way, I've mostly been using it on the weekends and not every day, so it's fine. Also, I did this instead, and I moved the brown into here. I guess I'm almost full with this one. And then I still want to go through these first. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay. Ended up moving some more things around. So I ended up putting the stuff that I still need to use here and in this last row. All of this I've used already. I maybe skip some of them. It's kind of funny that like a lot of these are the boring colors, so yeah.
Okay, I had an impromptu declutter. As you can see, I hate orange apparently. Yeah, so declutter pile. These two will eventually move to here to try out. And the only orange that is getting saved is this, just because it looks pretty in the pan. I don't know. And it's just kind of a brighter orange, so apparently I gave that one a pass. And I have like this one's a peachy color, but for some reason it's fine. These, I don't know. And then this one is almost gives, you know, red, but I still will prefer these two. This one's actually a shimmer. So yeah, I'm gonna add these to my declutter pile, which is in here, and revisit at the end of the year. Every time I try this on, I'm like, oh, but it's so glittery and nice, but I just hate orange, dude. As I paint my nails, I think I'm gonna let go of a few things too. All right, so $225 later, I am done with registering for the exam, and I have glitter all over me because I was swatching stuff. Anyway, was hoping to take it in August. There was no available appointments, so I'm taking it in September from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. and it's like a month into school, and it's on a Friday, and I have class on Saturday, so we'll see how it goes. It also kind of does make me feel better that I do get a little bit more time to study, but at the same time I'm like, I just wanted to finish it before starting the semester, but it's fine. There was also 2 other options that were like an hour away, an hour plus away, but I'm like, I'm already gonna be nervous. I should pick the one that's closest to me. And yeah, I also thought about doing October on a Thursday, but I just picked September, so we'll see how it goes. Just finished my job application. I think I have a good shot just because I did do groundwater stuff in my old job, but it's also a sub niche job, you know, so I don't know, you know what I mean? Yeah, just check my email. No interviews for the other jobs I've applied to months ago. I guess what I find weird is that like after I graduated, I got hella calls for interviews, and now that I have a little bit of experience, no calls. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the 3 products I finished just because I included Project Pan stuff. I have a conditioner and then 2 skincare empties, which by the way, I'm okay. I like scratched a pimple I had right here and I started bleeding, so I have a band-aid here. But yeah, there were 2 other jobs that I considered, but I don't even want them, so I'm just not gonna apply to those. There's not that much out there, I do gotta say. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave it there. I do need to do a grocery run soonish, but I'll just include it in another video. Let me know if you've had any wins this week. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.